My name is Charles H. Braie. I'm the creator of the MINUTEMAN files. I'm also the creator of the ZODIAC Kill Map. For the last 4 years, I have been showing you the truth and the lies behind the Zodiac Killer. Today, I want to talk about a different situation where the FBI claims that they solved the Zodiac mystery via DNA with a Gary Ponte as the suspect for those murders. I do not disagree with this finding, but what I do disagree with is the fact that they claim that they solved this Zodiac mystery, that Casebreaker solved this mystery. Let me be perfectly clear to you. Casebreakers did not solve this case. They only proved that my case solved this mystery 4 years ago. I pointed out these killers over 4 years ago. Harvey Hines pointed out this killer decades ago, one Gary Ponte, the very person that the FBI claims that Casebreaker solved. This is false information in my opinion, and it's 4 years too late, because this map found the Zodiac Killer, not DNA, not fucking Casebreakers. Nobody solved this case but Harvey Hines and my research. These people are trying to steal this claim from me because I am confronting these killers to their face on the White House website. I am outright publicly accusing politicians of all of these murders across the United States, because that's exactly what it is, a political agenda for murder, for gun control. Back in the days of the Zodiac, you had a technology killer. Zodiac number 1, Ted Kaczynski. This is who the FBI labeled as the Zodiac. I can believe this to a certain point, but I do not believe that man was the guy behind the knife, behind the rope, behind the gun. He was the man behind the fire. And the Zodiac very clearly made it known that he killed by fire, by knife, by rope, by gun. They also killed involving rape, molestation, trafficking, and all sorts of other crazy ideas that these people had at the time. And many of you are wondering how I could have possibly solved this mystery that I claim to have solved. Well, that's very simple, folks. It's called a radian angle. What is a radian angle? You're looking at a radian angle right now, this map. It all started right over here, Mount Diablo, when the Zodiac Killer sent a radian suggestion to the police, to the media, decades ago, and Harvey Hines simply laid it out on a map. That radian theory, that radian angle, the theory behind it, pointed directly, when you lay that radium down in this V angle, it points right to Mr. Gary Ponte. But at the same time, it also points to Lawrence Kane, okay? And when you do the angle between the 3 known killers, you have a perfect radian angle triangle that implicates all 3 of these people as a Zodiac team, exactly how I told the world that these people operated. And I still tell you this to this day, because these people are still out there murdering people all over America. And my Zodiac Kill Map has proven this fact over and over again. My last video I made was on Uvalde, and many of you have seen this. How these people are using these radian angles, this map right here that you're looking at, to murder people across the United States since the 1950s. This map, these radian angles, have been in use for decades by politicians around the United States to meet their political agendas. Okay? Uvalde right down here, Texas. I marked that map out in 2018 and told the world in one of my videos that these criminals that are behind these attacks would strike along Uvalde. I told the whole world that. It's in my videos. You can research my videos. There's close to 70 of them out there circulating around the internet. Something that I shared with the people for the last 4 years. I posted it heavily on Twitter, on YouTube. I have since pulled my YouTube channel down because of corruption with YouTube and how they're silencing people from the truth, not allowing people to know the real story. And the reason behind that is these murders, the corruption, the drug trafficking, the human trafficking, the outright murders and rapes and bombs being left behind, the school attacks, the Zodiac attacks across the United States using bombs and all sorts of things. And just this week I read in the paper how a train load full of ammonium nitrate was stolen. Okay? Well, there is only one purpose for stealing ammonium nitrate, and that would be to make explosives. And this is what I believe that has happened. Radicals have stolen this ammonium nitrate to create bombs to hand out all over the United States to these illegal immigrants that are coming into our borders. These jihadist, crazy motherfuckers from around the world coming here to attack the United States. This is why they're sending males only in large groups. These people will attack the United States. This is something I've been showing the world since 2018. I had all of this shit marked out. Nationwide attacks across the United States. I have very clearly shown the world. I have told the world about these attacks. These are all the places they've either attacked or they're going to attack. Wherever you see a cross point on this map, anywhere on the map, say like cross point, like right here. See how the two red lines cross? How you got bullseyes with the cross? Open areas all over the map with the cross? Any of these targets? These are the locations that they're going to strike, where they have struck in the past, where they're going to strike in the future. This map has pinpointed every single mass shooting since 2018. Keep in mind, this map was created in 2018, okay? With all these little crosshairs, these angles, all these red lines you see. The red lines are what are known as kill lines. If these were truly random attacks across the United States, these mass shootings would not be landing on these fucking red lines on every single attack. Okay, these people are liars beyond anything I could ever imagine. I have this thing mapped out so well, so fucking incredible, it's unbelievable. I can't even believe it. But when these attacks show up in these bullseyes directly on these red lines, it tells me one thing. I got this thing 100% correct with these radiant angles. Case breakers didn't solve anything. The only thing they did was provide information to help solve my case. They have proven that this map is 100% accurate, is what they did by submitting that DNA. You know, I'm not bashing case breakers for their work, but what I am bashing is their claim that they solved this case. They didn't solve anything. I did. Harvey Hines solved it decades ago. I just simply completed his lonely little radium that he had right here that pointed at all the little Zodiac attacks up there in Vallejo and Berryessa and Blue Park, whatever. The Dana Loss kidnapping, all of it. It proves that these, you know, Dana Lass, here's another incident. Okay, Dana Lass is a dead bullseye right here, okay? There is a cross right there where she was taken. And this map will show you Ted Kaczynski, Lawrence Kane, Gary Ponte as the three suspects behind that attack on Miss Donna Lass. And if you follow this radiant angle from where she was taken, that radial angle will lay you right on the target where she was buried. Okay, she can be found. She probably already has been found by this map. Nobody's just pinpointed it yet, not even me. And I'm not even going to make that claim. Because when they find her, I want the world to see that this map found her. not case breakers, not the FBI. The Zodiac killer told you where she was buried decades ago using these radiant angles, just like he told you who the Zodiac killer really was decades ago. Not case breaker, not the FBI. They solved nothing. These people spent 60 years wasting your taxpayer money to solve this case, and they found nothing. How is it all of a sudden, for the last 4 years, when I start showing the world the real evidence, the real map, the real ciphers in action, they all of a sudden have DNA trying to steal the claim that they solved this case? These people solved nothing, and I could sue these people for fucking, what do you call it, defamation of character, fucking slander, lies, deception on the public, fraud. Okay, this is what they're presenting to the world. I don't care what these people say or claim. They did not solve that case. Harvey Hines did, and this map proves it. And to back up my claim, I sent all of this information to Detective Sal Libera in Los Angeles, the very man who investigated this case in the final days before he retired. You want his response? You talk to him. Don't ask me. Because all I got was positive results from that man on Twitter where I posted this shit. I also posted this shit as proof to Donald Trump for 2 years on Twitter. So the evidence that I solved this mystery is in the Twitter servers right now. And Elon Musk has that information in his possession. The only way he would not have that information on Donald Trump's page is if somebody from the U.S. government went in there and erased that information, or Elon Musk employees or the former employees of Twitter erased those posts off of Donald Trump's page that I put up 2 years ago. I flooded Donald Trump's page with all of this Zodiac stuff across the United States. I even helped him solve this issue down here in Florida with this fucking criminal that murdered his secretary. It proves that man did kill that woman. It also proves that the frickin' Tiger King corruption by this nut job down here that owns the zoo. Okay? Sure, Tiger King was an asshole. I watched him. He is an asshole, but I like the guy for what he does. Because he didn't bullshit nobody. He laid it out on the line, where this clown down here in Florida went to the government with false fucking pretenses and bullshit lies and corruption, and used the aid of the same very people that have been out there murdering people to throw somebody in jail illegally, in my opinion, and then seized his animals and allowed this nut job to sue him for everything he owns. This map does not lie, people, and it incriminates that woman at that zoo and anybody who aided her for felony fraud in a U.S. Supreme Court. Yeah, that's how accurate this map is. You can test this map. This is a multi-dimensional map that goes about 10 levels deep from outer space down to the local street. Multiple levels. So when you're looking at this level, this could be a street view, and this could be 10,000 feet up, and then you've got all these little sub-deals here. This is a multi-dimensional map that is highly accurate in the highest degree. I have never seen anything like it in my lifetime. This will rival any computer findings, any fucking investigator findings. This is a wake-up call for the entire United States is what it is. This map goes way beyond these Zodiac kills. It exposes all the mass shootings. It exposes all the election fraud. It exposes fucking countless other crimes and mysteries across the United States hidden by the U.S. government. This is what the Zodiac killer was showing the world in those ciphers. This is what he wanted you to find. He wanted you to use those radians that Harvey Hines had and produce this map to show the world that he did kill 36 people. That there are other killers out there killing 36 people each or more. He did not lie to you. The government did. The FBI did. The police did when they covered this shit up. The media aided these people in outright murder is the way I see it. And these people should be held 100% accountable. These people should be hunted down. The people that are using this map today. There is somebody in Washington, D.C. and just about every Democratic state governor out there is most likely used this scenario to kill people in their streets to promote a gun agenda. Sandy Hook is right on this map. Sandy Hook was actually one of the first targets I found when I was looking at Washington, D.C. Sandy Hook is on this fucking map, proving that the U.S. government planned that attack, and then they prosecuted a man claiming he lied to the public that Sandy Hook wasn't a planned attack. Well, they're full of shit, and this map proves it. It proves it without a doubt that it was a planned attack, and somebody gave that child the weapons, gave those people the tools to implement that crime. And when you look at Sandy Hook up there, when you look at the attack itself, how it went down, it's exactly the same. When you go from Sandy Hook down here to Uvalde, okay, this attack that happened down here in the school, those two attacks are identical in nature, exactly the same. And then when you compare Uvalde down here to all the California attacks that happened in our schools over there, when you scroll over there to the school attacks and look at the map, identical, people. Absolute proof that the U.S. government planned these attacks. All of this shit leads two directions. Sacramento government, it leads directly to the Sacramento governor's office up here in Sacramento, okay, and then it leads over across the United States and ends at the White House and the Pentagon. What are the odds of that? Absolute proof these people are behind this shit. They most likely put these killers in the street, in my opinion. I have no proof to that fact yet, but I'm working on it. This thing has solved so many cases across the United States, I can't even begin to explain to you how this is even possible, but it is. This is real. It's proven itself over 70 plus times now. It just proved itself again with this radium that I put in here today to prove that these three killers are connected by a radium. Absolute proof, people. These people owe me rewards for all these fucking kills, all these attacks, all these Zodiac murders. Everything belongs to me and this map, not case breakers, not the federal government, not the FBI, the White House, none of them. Me, Charles H. Price Braie, the creator of the MINUTEMAN files. And all copyrights for this map's use belongs to me as well. So if Casebreaker used this map in any way, I could sue their asses right now for copyright infringements. I'm Charles H. Price Braie. I'm the creator of the MINUTEMAN files. I hope this helped you understand exactly what I've been doing here. This is not conspiracy theory, people. This is math. This is absolute facts based on real case files. This is not some delusion. This is not some politician's fucking conspiracy theory. This is the Zodiac killer coming back from the dead, showing you his ciphers and what he was trying to tell you in the form of a radiant angle that nobody supposedly could figure out. Not even the FBI. Cover up, people, is what it is. It's a straight up fucking lie, and they knew from day one about these radiant angles and how they work. They knew from day one that these killers were out there, but yet they refused to investigate because it would implicate politicians as murder suspects. Welcome to America. Welcome to the reality of the Zodiac killer, and welcome to the Zodiac Kill Map. End file. You just learned the real truth, people. And MSN just recently promoted the lie about Casebreaker basically causing defamation of character on my part, where I can sue these people for billions of dollars for lying to the American people in support of the lie that was told by Casebreakers and the FBI. This map proves they're a damn liar. It's been proving it since 2018. And if you think I'm full of shit, people, go into Donald Trump's page and start looking for the Zodiac Kill Map and then tell me I'm lying to the world. I solved this case in 2018. And these people are not getting the credit for my work. I will share that credit with these people for what they have done, their contribution, but they did not solve this case. I did. Charles H. Braie Price.